Yeah, let's not do. Okay, the countdown was very, very, very premature, but we're still gonna go ahead and do it anyway because this is our page. What is anybody gonna do about it? The Ravens just won, so I mean, we go. Yeah. All right, we are live on the gram. Take it away, sir.
All righty. Baltimore Ravens, the desperate Baltimore Ravens come away with a victory 41-24 in surprising fashion in Green Bay on a Saturday night Peacock live edition of the NFL. This holiday special. I'm Gons, that's Dom. We're here to break it down in another post-game live edition of the show, Dom and Gon Sports Talk. We appreciate you guys stopping by, tuning in. Hope you're enjoying your holiday week with your family. So we just finished up Christmas 2 days ago. We are now in that little limbo in between New Year's and Christmas. Ravens get a victory tonight and keep their hopes alive for at least another 12 hours. So let's talk about this game, and we'll touch on the playoff scenarios that has to happen for this team to somehow sneak in. But anyway, Dom, how are you doing tonight? Are you hanging in
there? Hanging in there, man. Long work day, but we're alive. The Baltimore Ravens are still alive. A lot of people had the Ravens' season being over after tonight with the Green Bay Packers winning. Some moments in that game where it could have almost been the case. Almost looked like another Ravens collapse almost, but the Ravens did exactly what they needed to do and stood strong against the Packers team who already was in the playoffs, but, still wanted to compete for the division. But yeah, speaking of which, guys, we want to say sorry for our absence these past couple of days.
Yes, sir.
Work has been working for me personally. I've been at it for a minute now. These past couple of weeks at work and, family time, holidays, everyone was here. Gons had family.
I'm out of town right now. I'm in Virginia.
He's not even in Baltimore. So, it's just one of those occasions. Yeah, it's just one of those occasions where schedules didn't line up for us to be able to have this talk with you guys. But we're here now, and we're here for a Ravens win. So what better way to end a Saturday night than with a Ravens win in Green Bay in a must-win game with the history that was made tonight. So, guys, I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped for it. I know a lot of people wanted us to tank. I know everyone said, "Oh, let's tank, let's get rid of it." But I mean, they weren't going to do it. Like, they were going to try to win this game, and they did in convincing fashion. So, shout out to the Ravens.
Well, I'm going to make this a lightning round for me because I didn't realize that my computer is very low, and I don't know where my charger is. So, I will give my thoughts.
What's your percentage right now?
Well, I've got about, let's say, 20 minutes, maybe 25. So,
let's just give our thoughts.
It'll be good. We got plenty of time. But yeah, you're excited, you're hyped. It was fun to see the team play, a decent football game for once, especially on offense. I mean, the offensive line, I think this was the game of the season. I mean, they were getting lots of push, opening up the holes for Henry, who had 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. That was obviously the player of the game. Huntley, very efficient passing the ball with a touchdown as well as Zay Flowers. But, yeah, I think the story of the night was the offensive line and running the football, smash mouth ball on offense. That's something we have been trying to – I know my battery is low. It keeps telling me that over and over again.
Can you put on battery saver mode?
I am. It might die on me, though. We'll just a heads up. But, yeah, shout out to the offensive line. Best game of the year. And, Derrick Henry, they fed the ball. I just don't know why it takes having Tyler Huntley play quarterback for the Ravens offense to really gear in on running the football. It's weird. It's so weird. It's like they want Lamar to do way more. Like, if they would game plan like this for Lamar, oh my God, this game, Lamar would probably be fully healthy and probably have no turnovers this season. Because, I mean, they want him to do so much when they don't have to. Now, do you have to have Tyler Huntley numbers, 16 for 20, 107 yards? No, but you can take a lot of off Lamar's plate in the future. It just really concerns me because I read some people were saying, wow, Tyler Huntley had 2 of the best offensive games for the Baltimore Ravens this season. What is that? Is there something more here? No, I'm shutting that down right now. It's how the Ravens coaches game plan for these guys. They need to game plan. If they need to think of Lamar as a backup quarterback, then go ahead, because it's just they don't utilize Derrick Henry and Lamar as they should. Derrick Henry should be the focal point, and then Lamar could be the afterthought. And then that's the defense. That's the mistakes the defenses will make when Lamar starts to pull it down and throw the ball late in games. So I just don't understand why the backup quarterback has to be in the game for Todd Monken to call a run-focused, Derrick Henry-focused type of game. But whatever. A good game, I guess. But that's just a little confused. But what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. First of all, I'm glad they leaned into Henry as much as they did. He had the performance of a lifetime tonight in Green Bay, and that just goes to show, 36 carries, 216 yards, 6 yards a carry for 4 touchdowns. He had 21 carries in the first half. So obviously the Ravens' game plan was they heard everybody from the Patriots game saying, why the heck didn't Derrick Henry have the ball late in the fourth quarter, and said, you know what? Here's Henry times a billion, and gave him the ball like 97,000 times. So very, very happy to see they leaned into him. But you make excellent points. Like, I don't know why that isn't more of a focal point for majority of the season. I mean, especially with Lamar not being as healthy as he has been in the past years. Like, if he's not 100% and he's not playing as well, why not lean more into Henry? You know what I mean? Like, why not get him those carries in those crucial situations in the fourth quarter when we needed the most? Like, I don't understand that logic at all. But obviously the coaches didn't want to hear any more of it on the social airwaves and said, hey, y'all want Henry? Okay. Boom. And he rushes for over 200 yards. Like that's everything we could have asked for. That offensively, the Ravens did everything we could have asked for and then some. Like, Huntley protected the football. No turnovers for Tyler Huntley. He played a great game tonight.
He should have had one though on that. Oh, God.
I agree on that touchdown, on that attempt in the end zone.
If he would have just ran it, he would have had it. He would have had the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just decide to run it. I don't know, but he almost had that one in the red zone when he tried to hit. I don't know if it was Bateman in the end zone, but I mean, he protected the football. He ran when he needed to. He ran the offense efficiently. Got the ball to the open receivers. I mean, he did Huntley did everything you asked him to do. Huntley played a perfect game. Like, you can't even get mad at that. And the receivers held on to the ball tonight. Great job by our guys holding on, tough catches for Zay, for Mark. So, I mean, I think the offense went well. I agree with you, though. The Ravens should have been doing this, and they should have did it against the Patriots. They might have came away with a win in Baltimore Sunday Night Football if they would have did that.
They left Henry in the game late, and they let him close the game. I guess, yeah, they didn't make the same mistake as last week.
Yeah, and then what does he do? He scores a game. You didn't even need it, but you score the game, pretty much the game-winning touchdown to ice it.
Stats look better. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So
that's about the good things that I saw from this game. Now let's talk about the defense. Guys, this is a terrible defense. I just don't understand. They are just so undisciplined. All the stuff that we saw in the beginning of the year is resurfacing once again. No pass rush. Absolutely terrible. This might have been the worst tackling game of the season. Maybe top 5 or top 3, top 2. I mean, it was just unbelievably bad. These guys can't cover. They can't wrap up. I mean, they stopped the run. I guess I got to give them a little credit. The run defense has gotten better this year. I will say that after the Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery disaster nightmare game. They have shorted up a little bit. So I guess that's the only thing I could say that's really improved this year. Everything else is just garbage. Pass rush, garbage. Pass coverage, garbage. Man coverage, garbage. Linebacker tackling, garbage. Blitzes, garbage. I mean, everything is garbage. You want to hear me say garbage 3 more times? I will. Probably through the rest of the
video.
It
sounds like you might have to, because everything was garbage.
It is terrible. I mean, and no disrespect to Malik Willis, but this dude, if you guys, and I know he played for the Titans, and I know the Titans were a mess, and I know he was a young buck at the time, but if you look what Mike McDonald's defense did to Malik Willis in London, versus what we did to Malik Willis here, oh my God. He looked like a deer in headlights a couple of years ago. This year, absolutely torching us. He looked like Patrick Mahomes, throwing dots, running the ball, sliding, throwing the ball away, not taking stupid sacks, breaking tackles, and stumbling for first down. I mean, this dude literally looked like Tom Brady with legs. It was crazy. Yeah. I was so frustrated this game watching them. And then, they stopped running the ball. Josh Jacobs didn't do anything tonight. So I guess I got to credit them for that. But they stopped running the ball because they knew we couldn't stop the throw. They would just pass every play. And every single play, there was just no chance of this defense getting off the field. I think they were bailed that he got hurt or something and had to go to the locker room. And in comes Clayton Tune and interception right off the bat. This game, I think there's a case to be made here that the Ravens could have lost this game if Malik Willis does not go out for a few plays. There's a case to be made because I don't know, man. I don't know. I've seen this story before, and it was looking like it was going to happen again. The choke was in full swing, and then Malik Willis goes out with an injury. Thankfully for the Ravens, they were able to hang on, and they got a lucky interception. But this is not a defensive game that you should be proud on. The one stop that they could literally say was a positive thing about this defense was the 4th down inches run stop. And after that, Matt LaFleur just threw the run game in the trash. Malik Willis became the run game. Zone reads. We got cooked by that play at least twice. I think 2 touchdowns on it.
No, yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns off 2 zone read plays.
After the first one, how are you not keying in on the quarterback? I just don't understand what Zachary Orr and this defense is doing. It's just pathetic. The play calling sucks. They just don't get – they managed to get a little pressure coming out of halftime. They even got a sack and backed them up. And then they converted on 3rd and 20 because they blitzed and didn't get home at all. I mean, it's pathetic. It's so pathetic. Even when they think they're trying to turn the corner a little bit, they just go right back to their old ways. It's pathetic. I mean, this game could have been a blowout if we just had an ounce of defense. An ounce. But the defense just could not get a stop. And thank God Clayton Tune came in, or else this game, who knows what would have happened. Because there were 6 minutes to go in the game, 7 minutes. And Willis was going down the field, hurry up offense. So I don't know, man. I'm not happy with the defense. I'm not confident in this team that they can even do any. I'm not confident they can even beat Pittsburgh if it's a meaningful game. I mean, who knows? I know we're waiting to see what the Browns do, but are we going to get stops on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense? Are we going to get stopped? I don't think we can get stops on anybody. We have rejuvenated the Steelers. They were terrible coming into that game, and we made them good again. And they rattled off 3 straight after they played our defense. We are a get-right game on offense, and it's pathetic. So, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Folks, I think we lost him officially due to his laptop dying. So I will give my 2 cents in defensively as well. I mean, everything he said was pretty much on the money as far as what this Ravens team was defensively. They couldn't get guys off the field, and then wait, guys, I think he's back. Oh, look at that.
Hey, you could take that other one down. I just joined on my phone. So take that guy off the stage, whoever that weirdo.
Oh, look at that. Look at that rando in the stage. We got the actual Gons in the building.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm sorry I got interrupted brutally by my soliloquy. Thanks, computer, for doing that. I'm not proud of this defense. I'm not. It has been a train wreck all season. And I was fooled. I'll admit. I cannot tell a lie. I was tricked by the facade of garbage offenses. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe we are decent on defense by holding teams to 10 points. The Browns, the Jets. Okay, maybe this team turned a corner. Facade. Bengals torched. Steelers torched. And then they thought they could trick you a little bit by shutting out the Bengals, and then they give nightmare performances against the Packers and the Patriots. This game was actually worse than the Patriots. Honestly, I thought this was a worse game by the defense. If it wasn't for those lucky turnovers, yeah, sure, they forced 2 turnovers, but they were very self-inflicted by the Packers. So I guess this is what it feels like to have the other team play like idiots and give you the ball for free. So I guess I'll take what I can get, because that's how I usually feel when we give the ball away to the opponents. They don't work for it; we just give it to them. So it's nice to be on the other side of that. But this defense, very uninspiring, not confident in them whatsoever. I don't know what they're thinking. If we do get a date with Pittsburgh next week, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Anyway, sorry about that. Go ahead. What do you think?
You're all good. I'm glad to have you back. Yeah, you hit everything on the nose with this defense. There's still so much concern surrounding this defense, and it starts with the trenches up top. Still did not see a lot of pressure on Malik Willis. He was just able to get around the pocket with ease, get away for pretty much for near first downs or first downs. We were terrible on 3rd and long situations. We still let up on 3rd downs. They converted a freaking 3rd and 18 to Jaden Reed down the field. I'm so ready to get rid of this Dean P style defense where the DBs are just so backed up off the line from the receivers and they're just playing so far back. I don't understand why we play so I understand respecting certain guys. Matthew Golden's a speed dude. Christian Watson is no joke. He had over 100 yards today with a touchdown. So, he killed us on the Packers' first drive. This is how you know the Ravens' defense isn't as respected. Malik Willis, the second-string quarterback, just came out throwing. On the first drive, came out throwing. He threw 2 bombs. The Packers scored in basically 2 plays on their first drive to make the score 7-7 in the first quarter. That just tells you all you need to know. Now, I don't know if there was a miscommunication with Kyle Hamilton and those guys when the safety split, but that's just inexcusable defensively tonight. I saw so many missed tackles. Malik Willis, I saw a super embarrassing run by Malik Willis. He gets out of the pocket, evades the tackle, continues to run up the middle. Marlon Humphrey can't bring him down. He gets the first down, and then Tavius Robinson finally.
Marlon and Malachi. 2 people couldn't get him.
Yeah, couldn't get him down. That was embarrassing for this Ravens defense. Not their best showing. Shout out to Mike Green for jumping on that fumble on the Packers miscue with the bad snap. Mike Green instantly alerted to it, jumped on it. Shout out to him. I think that got us a field goal. And Marlon Humphrey being in the right place in the right time when Bo Melton could not catch the Clayton Tune pass to intercept it to pretty much ice the game. So, shout out to the guys, but man, it's starting to get scary it's not starting to, it's continuing to be scary for this Ravens defense that just can't get teams off the field. I knew it was scary when there was one defensive possession when I saw Mike Green and Kyle Van Noy on the outside with Draymond Jones and Tavius Robinson on the inside. And I'm like, whose idea is this? Where are our big dudes at? What pass rush set is this? We're gonna rush all edge defenders against Malik Willis. Come on, man.
They're just pulling stuff out of a hat at this point because they can't get pressure.
And it's not working. It's not working. Even if this Ravens team made the playoffs, defensively they couldn't stop a cold, and I think that is a major.
They would be riding solely on just house money at that point, because it's we don't expect to be here. We're garbage. We're not talented. That's the only thing that would be going your way. We're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to beat you. Our defense sucks. Why do we deserve to win this? That's the only, I don't know, whatever. Sorry.
I honestly, like I said, when I said in the intro, it was looking like another Ravens collapse because the Packers, we were up 27-14 going into halftime, right? The Packers come out in the second half. They cut the lead down 27-24. The Ravens don't score their first second half points until the fourth quarter off a Tyler Huntley touchdown pass to Zay Flowers, which I'm so glad that wasn't, because we've been having bad luck in certain situations in the red zone. So thank the Lord that was a touchdown. Zay, thank you, Zay, touchdown. But we get our first points. We make it another 10-point lead, and then Malik Willis aggravates the shoulder he injured in Chicago. Against Chicago, and he leaves the game for possession. Honestly, I can't even really put it on the fact that Malik Willis left the game because Tune hit Bo Melton right in the hands. Bo just couldn't catch the pass and tips it up. Marlowe's there. He intercepts it. So I don't know. But yeah, this Ravens defense, man, good Lord, we need a whole new culture shift for this defense, man, because it is still not.
Well, first you got to get rid of John Harbaugh and just clean out all of the Harbaugh coaching staff. And honestly, you can get rid of Eric DeCosta as well. I mean, that flawed philosophy of safeties first and then defensive line, we need a changeover. We do. And I think Bisciotti has got some tough decisions to make. Because this team is not winning the Super Bowl. This team's not even in the playoffs. It's like a 10% chance they're even going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's like this team is really bad. You need to clean house up through the office. If I'm Steve Bisciotti, I got to swallow my pride and fire my best friends or whatever. You're not winning a championship with this culture. This defensive coordinator sucks. I mean, Monken, I've been okay with Monken, honestly. I think he's been the best out of the three. But honestly, you can clean him out too because he's affiliated with Harbaugh. And that's unfortunate because I do like Todd Monken. But you got to get rid of all the Harbaugh regime. You have to. You need a complete culture switch, a little sort of a cleansing, if you will, and just a fresh start next season with the similar roster. And, obviously you want to be aggressive in free agency, but a completely different coaching switch. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think you need, no matter the outcome of this season, whether we make the playoffs or not, you need new culture in Baltimore for Baltimore Ravens football. It's not even up for debate right now. A lot of things you're hearing right now, too much chatter, not enough play on the field. You need action. And if you're Steve Bisciotti, and you're trying to run this team and you're saying, I don't care about I'm not really worried too much about the future. I want to win now. You start winning by changing the culture because the culture right now is tainted. We have a tainted culture right now. Defense, Baltimore is known for defense, and we've had a bottom 5 defense the past 2 years, or at least bottom 10 for the past 2 years. That's just not good enough.
And they continue to bring back Zachary Orr. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think Zio might have to be demoted next year. And I hate to say that because, again, I think he's an amazing human being. I think he's a great guy. I think the players love him, and I can't blame them for loving him because he just seems like a really all-around great dude. But, bro, the defense has not been great. It hasn't, and the schemes just have not been working. Listen, I love Kyle Hamilton, but I do not want him playing 5 different positions on the defensive field. I don't want to see him as an edge rusher. I don't want to just see him as a middle linebacker, corner, or safety, nickel. I don't want to see all that.
I think that's okay.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
I mean, it's okay to mix them up, to keep defense guessing. But when you don't have other threats, if your D-line – imagine if we had an actual defensive line. And then they're moving Kyle Hamilton all around the field. The defense is like, oh, shoot, where's this guy? We got to keep our eye out. I don't mind that, honestly. It's the fact that they don't have a pass rush because then it just makes it so much harder and so much more predictable. I mean, look how many sacks Kyle Hamilton had in 2023. He had at least 3 or more than 2, 3, maybe close to 4. I mean, you need help. You need help.
Yeah, I mean,
you shouldn't be doing that without a pass rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I hear what you're saying. I think it helps confuse the offense, but you got to have a supporting cast. You got to have a pass rush for it to mean something. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but my thing is, you're not doing it because you're trying to confuse the offense. You're doing it because you don't have anybody else.
And that's pathetic.
That's the problem. And that's why I have a problem with it.
Okay.
You're not doing it to confuse the offense. You're doing it because Kyle Hamilton it's Kyle Hamilton save us. That's the problem.
Like, that's pathetic.
And that should not be the case. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have an issue with it. I'm seeing Kyle Hamilton on the defensive line rushing the passer. I'm seeing him play middle linebacker. I'm seeing him play nickel. I'm seeing him play safety. Like, dude, I do not want him playing that many positions. I'm sorry. He's too reliable of an asset, and you're putting him in so many different positions. It's like, dude, you're going to wear him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't – if you're going to do that, and back to your point, Gons, if you're going to do that, you should do it to mix up the defense. You should do it to throw different looks at an offense. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't do it as necessity. You should do it as kind of like a privilege almost. Like, oh, man, we can do this because we have Kyle Hamilton and he can do these things. You shouldn't be doing it because it's like, holy crap, nobody else can get to the passer. We need Kyle Hamilton to do something. Like, that's why I do not like it. And that's why this defense needs a complete culture shift, because nobody can really get to the passer, and it doesn't look good. Like, there's too many missed sacks, too many missed opportunities, too many missed tackles in this game tonight, and the defense needs to step up.
They got Travis Jones locked down. Matabike, we're unsure of. You need to clean house after this. You got Mike Green. He's a rookie. You got Robinson. That's a good depth piece. Mike Green could be a good depth piece while he develops. You got to go out and get a superstar. You got to. I love Kyle Van Noy, but it's time for him to be off this roster. I'm sorry, he's just not effective enough. He's just not. Who's the other one? Ajabo. I don't even know why he's still playing. I'm genuinely confused. I do like Draymond Jones, but again, he can't do it by himself. So all the old guys, Ajabo, he's been on this team since 2022. Van Noy, he was great under Mike McDonald. He was decent last year, I guess, but you could tell the difference. He was. I enjoyed what Kyle Van Noy did with his team, but let's face it, he was a product of Mike McDonald's defense. He really was. It's just what it is. He had 10 sacks when Mike McDonald was coordinator,
and then 10, one of those, yeah.
He was nowhere near that last year. He had about 4, and then this year even less. So it's safe to say Mike McDonald was just a smart coach who could scheme even with garbage pass rushers. You need to go out.
I don't even think we can say really just with garbage pass rushers, because remember, Beeks was a big part of that, and his ascension was huge in that Mike McDonald scheme. And then they also had Clowney, who also had double-digit sacks that year as well. And the secondary was playing out of their minds in that Mike McDonald scheme. So I don't want to say they were garbage, because a lot of guys had career years.
That's true. I forgot about
Mike McDonald.
Matabike was good. Yeah.
Yeah, like Beeks was there, Clowney was there. Like, there was a lot of guys stepping up, especially in 2023. There was a lot of guys stepping up that year. So I don't even want to say all of them were garbage, because there were a lot of
I think Van Noy, I think Broderick Washington, I think they were products of Mike McDonald's defense. Sorry. I think Owe was too, but I think Owe is a decent football player that just did not fit in at all with actually, was it last year? I think it was last year he got his 10 sacks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, last year he got 10 sacks, yeah.
Yeah, I think Owe is a much better football player than I think we're accustomed to. I really think this Zachary Orr defense has just ruined everybody. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got
to teaching in practice for pass rush.
That's what I'm saying. I think we just have to see what these guys look like under a new defensive scheme.
Yep.
Like, I'm just imagining what Mike Green and what Malachi Starks would look like in a Mike McDonald defensive scheme. Like, Lord knows what they could be in a scheme with a genius defensive minded coach. No offense to Zach Orr, we love him, but it just has not worked for years.
Sorry.
But yeah, I would love to see what those guys look like. Like, and maybe, and shoot, what would Peebles look like? We haven't seen Peebles in weeks. You know what I mean? What would Peebles look like in the defense? You know what I mean? Like all these guys. So I don't know, but yeah, this defense, you got to clean house next year. We're not talking about next year just yet because their playoff hopes are still alive. We see what happens tomorrow.
We'll know by 3:30, 4 p.m. Eastern
about
where we stand. If we have to gear up for another game, or if we can pack it up and just say GG's. Either way, I'm content with both because this team it's just been a really crazy year. But anyway, let's talk about that. I think that's a good transition to what needs to happen for this team to even make the playoffs. Not talking about whether we should or not, but what needs to happen for them to get in. It's simple. Browns got to beat Pittsburgh. One thing needs to happen to set up this win and get in matchup in Week 18. So it's not a lot needs to happen. It's just a very unlikely scenario that needs to happen. Browns beating the Steelers at home with a beat-up squad, though, in Pittsburgh. No DK Metcalf, he's suspended. No Calvin Austin. He is out for the game with, I think, a hamstring or something.
And no TJ Watt.
TJ Watt out for the game. Brandon Eccles out for the game. James Pierre out for the game. These are all guys that got substantial play.
I think with somebody on their offensive line, it might be out as well. I don't know.
Olu, guard, out for the game. So they're missing like 6 different people. It'll be interesting to see what they do at wide receiver. They got Scotty Miller. They got Adam Thielen. They got Darnell at tight end. They got Pratt Freiermuth. Yeah, I butchered his name on purpose because I hate Pittsburgh. I'm
not gonna lie, this could be one
Warren,
of the cases.
They're probably going to try to run the ball a lot with Warren.
That's what I was gonna say. They probably will lean on Kenneth Gainwell and Warren a lot tomorrow afternoon. I think, and plus they don't want Myles Garrett to break the record on them, so they're definitely going to probably lean heavy on the run game.
Myles Garrett has a chance to go off this game. He does. No guard. I mean, this is a rival too. I mean, I think they might want to try to play a little bit of spoiler for Pittsburgh. So maybe if this defense can bring the energy, that could potentially cause problems for this Rodgers offense. I don't know. Because Rodgers is not Josh Allen. Rodgers is not going to run around like outrunning the defenders and scrambling for 50 yards. He might beat you for a 10, 15, or a 5-10-yard gain, but he's not going to be running around in circles like Allen was a few weeks ago. And by the way, the Browns gave them a run for their money. 23-20 was the final score in Cleveland. And I know they don't have what's his name that got hurt really. Quinshon Judkins, really bad injury. Hopefully he'll recover and be okay. Sampson is their backup. He's questionable. So it might get a little unchy there at running back, but they still got Jerry Jeudy. They still got Harold Fannin. They still got David Njoku, who might be out. I'm not sure. But if Harold Fannin plays, he's been pretty great this year.
Yeah, I think Fannin, they gave an update during the Ravens game. Fannin is good to go for tomorrow.
Ooh, good. That's Shedur's guy. Shedur has been really comfortable throwing the ball to Harold Fannin. So look out for him. Maybe he might get some targets and some looks, maybe catch a touchdown or two. That'd be phenomenal. So we'll see. That's what needs to happen, though. Steelers have to lose, and then the Ravens have to win that win and get in game in Pittsburgh next week. So simple, but unlikely.
Very unlikely. It's not a high percentage. We'll see what the Steelers' game plan will be. Like you said, I think they'll lean heavy on that run game on Sunday. I mean, like I said, they don't want Myles Garrett to break the sack record. I mean, he has 2 games to do it. I know he wanted us to. The funny thing is, Myles Garrett said he wanted us to win today, so the Steelers would be tempted to play their starters to see even get that sack record against Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how
Myles, we got it for you. Now do it.
But I mean, we'll see how motivated he is going into tomorrow. But yeah, only way the Ravens get in is simple. Steelers have to lose tomorrow, and Ravens have to win Week 18 to win the AFC North at 9-8. So, I mean, we'll see.
Am I going to brag about that if we somehow sneak in? Am I going to brag about it? No.
I will
make it because the only reason I do want to make it is because I want to shut Pittsburgh fans up for having the biggest choke of the entire probably history of the AFC North's existence, being up 5-1 and 1-5 Baltimore at the last place spot in the division. somehow still losing. That's all I want. That's what I would love.
That would be a storybook, wouldn't it?
Because we have no business being here. We have no business being in the playoffs, starting at 1-5 with this defense, with this garbage. The fact that we're even scrapping is kind of insane.
Yeah, but they are, and they're still fighting. So you got to give them credit. You give them credit where credit is due. We will be watching Pittsburgh, Cleveland tomorrow just to see what happens, and we'll know if Baltimore's fighting for a playoff spot next week, like Gon said, by around 3:30, 4 p.m. So
I still have our Pittsburgh tickets. They're right here. We're still planning to go. So whether I'm stressed or just watching a football game, we'll know by then.
It's time.
Oh, shit.
Flex the watch.
Here we go, Brownie.
Flex the watch, man. It's time.
Come on.
Flex the watch. Let's just get to them. You know what I'm saying?
To prove to the Pittsburgh fans that you're better than TJ Watt. Go for it.
There you go. Get some turnovers. Do something. We are Cleveland Browns fans tomorrow, so let's see what they can do.
The run?
Huh?
Are they good at stopping the run?
I mean, they did good against Derrick Henry, so we'll see.
Our offensive line is garbage. So, although they played well tonight, I know I said
they played very, very well tonight. You got to give credit. I mean, Henry doesn't get 200 yards by himself.
I know they had injury on the D line tonight. I know they had Micah Parsons injured. I know, I get it, but got to take what we can get because this offensive line has been rough this year. So, hey, Schlesinger, Mason Graham, stuff the run. Make Rodgers get it done.
Agreed. I agree. Like I said, we're Cleveland Browns fans tomorrow. So go Browns, go Dogs, Dog Pound. Is that them? That's what they're Dog Pound.
That they do is here we go, Brownies. Here we go, woof woof. That's their chance. That is their chance.
Let's go, Dog Pound. Woo! Get that win. And I just want to watch something. I just want to watch Week 18 with some sort of oomph. You know what I mean? Like, even if we don't make it, I would like to see
watch the season tomorrow.
Especially if Lamar could come back Week 18, let's just play with some oomph. But good job.
I'd be fine with Huntley because that'll make the game. That would mean the coaches just do what we did today and feed Henry, which is what we should have did against the Steelers earlier in the year. But whatever.
Shouldn't have to be like that with Lamar, man.
Why? I don't. John Harbaugh coaching malpractice once again.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. That was a longer show than I anticipated, but it's okay because I found a second solution to be on here, so we're all good. I'm happy the Ravens, even if we don't make the playoffs, it was fun to see the team, come out and play like this because this is something. What the heck? Was that a cat?
That was my cat view. He ran across the laptop.
That's okay, yeah.
Sorry, folks. Special guest appearance by my cat view, Juan.
Oh, we didn't even see his face. We just
I know. He was like a thief in the night walking past the camera. So
anyway, yeah. Oh, good. I was just saying it was fun to see this team perform the way it did because this was kind of how we thought we were going to win games, riding Derrick Henry, passing the ball efficiently. And then just getting it done on the ground, smash mouth football, couple 100-yard rushing games. Like this is the Baltimore Ravens mentality that we've been looking for. This game tonight, offensively, is what we've been striving for this whole season, honestly. So even if we miss it, it was nice to see us play like that against a pretty good team too. 9-5 Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. So that was cool. At least we'll see if it means anything tomorrow. But yeah, a fun win, fun game to watch nonetheless. I was pretty annoyed at times, but not like some games. But yeah, good job by the guys tonight, for fighting and keeping themselves alive. Because a loss tonight would have just the Steelers went to North automatically.
Yeah.
So now they actually do got to try tomorrow. So we'll see. All right. Well, I might make an update video tomorrow at 4 and see what happens. But thanks for rocking with us tonight. This has been a fun little stream. Sorry for the hiatus. We're going to get back in business this week with, our daily slate of 3 videos per week, post-game, pre-game, and predictions. Our final predictions video of the regular season. Then we'll have to move to playoffs. So we'll see what happens. Thanks again for rocking with us, Dom. You got anything you want to say or are you ready to head out?
Nah, man, good win. Great win. It was just great to see, no matter how the season ends, it was just great to see Henry get his 200 yards. Historic night for him, moving up on multiple lists tonight, topping top 10 all-time rushing, top 5 all-time touchdown scored, the number 1 running back in NFL history with multiple games with 100+ yards and 3 TDs. I think he's tied to it. No, he's not even tied. He's number 1.
Passed Tony Dorsett tonight.
Yeah, so just great to see him get his after last week, after not being on the field in the fourth quarter in the clutch. So great to see him. Great to see the win. And go Browns.
Go Browns. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll be watching. But thanks again. We're going to enjoy the, I guess, next couple hours of this victory. Ravens, I know, they were pretty happy tonight. They were wearing cheese graters all around there on their heads, which was kind of crazy. Basically, just because of the fact that your season rides on the Cleveland Browns. So if they lose that tomorrow, the Packers will probably troll you back. So I thought that was kind of savage for that to be passed around, but whatever. I guess
Packers have nothing to worry about. They're in the playoffs.
Just I know. So that was kind of
insane.
Insane troll by Lamar, because Lamar was the one that pulled it out. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's worth doing or if it meant anything. We'll know by tomorrow in the next 12 hours. All right. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the coming days, I believe, for Week 18 predictions. So we'll see if the Ravens are fighting for something. We'll know by tomorrow. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the holidays as we approach New Year's, and go Ravens.
Merry past Christmas. Happy New Year. All that fancy jazz.
Happy New Year. Late Merry Christmas. Enjoy the family time. We'll see you soon, and go Ravens.
Go Ravens.